Seneca's letter 105 on facing the world with confidence. Yes, I'll give you some rules to observe that will enable you to live in greater safety. You, for your part, I suggest, should listen as carefully to the advice I give you as you would if I were advising you on how to look after your health at Ardea. Now think of the things which goad men into destroying man. You will find that they are hope, envy, hatred, fear, and contempt. Contempt is the least important of the lot, so much so that a number of men have actually taken shelter behind it for protection's sake. For if a person feels contempt for someone, he tramples on him, doubtless, but he passes on. No one pursues an unremitting and persistent policy of injury to a man for whom he feels nothing but contempt. Even in battle, the man on the ground is left alone, the fighting being with those still on their feet. Coming to hope, as long as you own nothing, likely to arouse the greed or grasping instinct of others, so long as you possess nothing out of the ordinary, for people covet even the smallest things if they are rare or little known, you will have nothing to worry about from the hopes of grasping characters. Envy, you will escape if you haven't obtruded yourself on other people's notice, if you haven't flaunted your possessions, if you've learned to keep your satisfaction to yourself. Hatred either comes from giving offense, and that you will avoid by refraining from deliberately provoking anyone, or is quite uncalled for. Here, your safeguard will be ordinary tact. It is a kind of hatred that has been a source of danger to a lot of people. Men have been hated without having any actual enemy. As regards not being feared, a moderate fortune and an easygoing nature will secure you that. People should see that you're not a person it is dangerous to offend, and with you a reconciliation should be both easy and dependable. To be feared inside your own home, it may be added, is as much a source of trouble as being feared outside it. Slave or free, there isn't a man who hasn't power enough to do you injury. Besides, to be feared is to fear. No one has been able to strike terror into others and at the same time enjoy peace of mind himself. There remains contempt. The person who has made contempt his ally, who has been despised because he has chosen to be despised, has the measure of it under his control. Its disadvantages are negatived by the possession of respected qualities and of friends having influence with some person with the necessary influence. Such influential friends are people with whom it is well worth having ties, without being so tied up with them that their protection costs you more than the original danger might have done. But nothing will help you quite so much as just keeping quiet, talking with other people as little as possible, with yourself as much as possible. For conversation has a kind of charm about it, an insinuating and insidious something that elicits secrets from us just like love or liquor. Nobody will keep the things he hears to himself, and nobody will repeat just what he hears and no more. Neither will anyone who has failed to keep a story to himself keep the name of his informant to himself. Every person, without exception, has someone to whom he confides everything that is confided to himself. Even supposing he puts some guard on his garrulous tongue and is content with a single pair of ears, he will be the creator of a host of later listeners. Such is the way in which what was but a little while before a secret becomes common rumor. Never to wrong others takes one a long way towards peace of mind. People who know no self-restraint lead stormy and disordered lives, passing their time in a state of fear commensurate with the injuries they do to others, never able to relax. After every act they tremble, paralyze, their consciousness continually demanding an answer, not allowing them to go on with other things. To expect punishment is to suffer it. and to earn it is to expect it. Where there is a bad conscience, some circumstance or other may provide one with impunity, but never with freedom from anxiety. For a person takes the attitude that even if he isn't found out, there's always the possibility of it. His sleep is troubled. Whenever he talks about someone else's misdeed, he thinks of his own, which seems to him all too inadequately hidden, all too inadequately blotted out of people's memories. A guilty person sometimes has the luck to escape detection, but never to feel sure of it.